What's going on, everybody? Toby1 Shinobi here, and today I'm going to show you something absolutely busted in the game of Fortnite, and that is the Ascended Myst item right here. We're going to go ahead and show you all the crazy stuff that this can do, because I guarantee if you're not using this item, you have no idea how good it really is. This combo right here is actually the cape, the Myst form, which turns you invincible typically for 5 seconds right here, has 10 total uses, and then you're on a 15-second cooldown, which is pretty good. Anytime you can go fully invincible in any game at all, that's pretty busted. For 5 seconds, that's nice, and then it has 15 seconds till you can use it again. And you get to do that 10 times, which is pretty solid. We've probably picked this up before and you thought, hey, this is pretty cool. And then you've got these normal gauntlets, these Myst gauntlets, which you've probably fought against as well, and you're like, hey, dang, that actually kind of hit me, but I survived and I won the fight. Or you've used them yourself and you're like, hey, yeah, they're pretty good. Now, when you combine the Myst gauntlets with the Myst form, you get the Ascended Myst item, which is a 2-slot item, and that's kind of a turnoff for a lot of players. I know it was for me at first. I was like, you know, it's pretty much just the gloves and the cape, right? And it takes up 2 slots. Not really into it. Now let's show you why these things are absolutely busted. First of all, you have a 7-second cooldown with 5 seconds of invincibility, which is crazy because, you know, if you get in trouble and you fly away and you get around a corner, somebody, you know, base boosts after you or shockwaves after you, you get around some cover, and now you can do it again. And you just do that repeatedly. You just play Ring Around the Rosie, you know, try to like break line of sight for literally 7 seconds. If you're out of their sight for 7 seconds, you can survive, and you can do this infinitely. There is no charges on this. You do not use any charges. You can do this as many times as you want. And you do not take any storm damage when you're in this form. So if you're in a 5-tick, 10-tick, end-game crazy scenario, you can just fly into storm, fly around their heads, you know, go up in the air. Doesn't really matter. You're not going to take any damage. Or if you're trying to get out of storm, it'll definitely save your life. So being able to go invincible every 7 seconds for 5 seconds total is busted. And also being able to move any single way, vertically, horizontally, anywhere you want to go, you just aim and you go there. You can also jump out of the air and start firing these things, and this is the next thing that is super busted about this. So you drop out of the air, right, and you start firing. These things have a 2-second time to kill, and you don't even have to aim them. So the other reason you might not be using that Ascended Myst is because you've used the Myst gauntlets before, which hit for 12 per shot, which is a 50% less damage than the Ascended. The Ascended does 50% more damage, 6 damage per shot, more than the purple, which is significant. 3 seconds versus 2 seconds is very significant. From 15 meters out, that is far outside of shotgun range. Out of any of the shotguns this season, the most they're going to be hitting you for is like 40, maybe 50 at this range, and you are going to destroy them if you're at this range, this medium range, right? If you play at this medium range, they're just donezo. There's nothing in the game that's going to be able to shred you like that except for like a pistol, you know, the hyper pistol or something like that. But if you stay hard to hit, stay moving, these things are a real problem because you don't even have to aim them. And let me just show you something. Let me give you an example here of kind of what I mean. If you grab a typical shotgun AR combo, right, that you find, this guy's standing still. We can kill him in about 1.8 seconds. You know, if we're on it, if we're hitting body shots and we hit all of our shots, right? That's just not realistic though in Fortnite Zero Build when people are moving around like crazy, jumping around, right? You're probably not gonna hit all your shots on somebody that's moving really, really hard. So if I fight this guy, right? That was actually pretty good. But that's a little more realistic of a time to kill, right? Like, this guy's jumping around, kind of hard to hit. That's probably like, I don't know, 3 seconds, and that's doing really good damage, and that's just, you know, we're kind of standing still, trying to hit our shots. Well, these things, I literally just closed my eyes and killed them faster than when I was using a shotgun and, you know, a pump swap. Am I getting him, Mom? Did I get him? So if you're within 15 meters of somebody, you basically just get to kill them for free because you can do all kinds of crazy things you know, stay hard to hit, jump around, and they got birds flying in their face, hitting them in the face. They can't even see to begin with. They don't know what's going on, and you're killing them just as fast as a pump swap, as if somebody's hitting every single shot. That's busted. So if you think this is not going to work against real players and it only just works against AI, this is not a real game scenario, we're going to show you all the things it can do, and then we're going to take it into a game of Fortnite Zero Build Battle Royale, and we're going to drop a high elimination game using it with an aggressive loadout and show you what it can do. Let's get into it. All right, there we go. Got the mist form, got shocks as well, so we're gonna carry those. Purple kill switches, and this is pretty much my loadout. This is all I need, really. All right, let's get into it. Because this will be good, because if we get shot out of grapple, we just go into mist form and push people like that. So this is also a pretty viable loadout right now, especially if you're decent with these things. It's just the easiest fights of my life. Even makes these guys extremely easy too. Makes the boss extremely easy because it hits all the things at once. Pretty fun. It's just super cheesy, you know, pretty busted, but figured I'd share with you guys because, you know, one, teaches you how to counter it because you need that distance, that 15-meter distance, and two, you might just be able to abuse it and take advantage of this item because it's crazy. You see the range on this. So that's a little bit out of range. This right here, that's the range right there. That's the range where you are really hard to do anything to because it's out of shotgun range, and what do? Right? They have to get closer. You just keep backing up. Honestly, for me, this is perfectly fine. Just using one gun, kill switch revolvers with the acrobat boon. This thing reloads your weapons every time you roll. I'm very comfortable with these. If you want to get really good with the kill switch revolvers, watch my kill switch revolver guide. Definitely will help you out. And I'm just going to rock a one gun loadout with these things and just show you how powerful they are. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and enter mist form. Drop on this guy's head. Just a couple seconds till we can do it again. Okay, so that is one. How annoying is this? Oh, that guy's so upset. I'm sorry, sir. I really did it to you. So that is one counter to this loadout, is like if you try to use the Myst gauntlets at too far of a range, definitely not going to work for you. He was doing a really good job of smacking me back and getting in the air outside the range. So that's why you got to have a long range weapon in conjunction with this, in combination, so that you can actually hit people at range. I was trying to show off the damage right there, and he just kind of, you know, shut me down pretty quick, countered it. He knew. So you got to be aware of that. Just how annoying the survivability element is to this. Like, if I had any other loadout, shockwaves, whatever, that guy probably just would have hit me out of the air if I tried to shock out. You know, I was kind of like dead because I played it really stupid, and I was like just trying to show off how these things, how much damage they do. It also just really showed you the survivability of these things and how annoying you can be with it, because that 7-second cooldown, all you have to do is just buy a little bit of time for 7 seconds and you're right back into this movement. It's actually really good mobility too. It gets you moving pretty quick. Gotta make sure you reload these as well. And it's really good for taking height too. You can just enter it, pretty much fly anywhere. Sorry. I know. But you were using them too, so it's all fair. So I like to pair them with the base boost gauntlets because I just feel like that's, like, you know, kind of the most versatile movement item. You can push people away. You can, you know, get up on people's business. You can hit them with one of these where you go up and then switch to the gloves, get behind them, that sort of thing. Or just use the Myst form to get above them and just drop on their head, because you can actually fire it from the sky as well. He was shooting at something. Oh, that guy was shredding though. Jeez. I'm not gonna lie, these things make you complacent because you don't have to aim and you just win all the close range fights. You gotta be careful about that. If you run into some of the mythic something or gold something, they can fry you if you're just being too easy to hit. Let me throw some birds at your face, brother! I mean, some people would carry heals and they'd carry an AR, but we don't need any of that stuff. We just need to find where the players are so we can throw birds at their face. If you get in trouble, you just take a little break, go invincible. I can't tell if there's another player here or not. Come here, bro. Let me bird you. So as long as you just stay hard to hit, I mean, stay hard to hit, stay within that 15-meter range. It's gonna be very hard for anyone to kill you, except for third parties. Because you are kind of like standing still going like this. And pretty easy to hit, so be aware of that. So check this out. Look, this is a 2-tick, but we can just survive it without taking any damage whatsoever, because when you're in Myst form like that, you don't take any damage. And you can do that every 7 seconds, so this can actually save your life if you get stuck in the storm. because it's good mobility and you're not taking any storm damage. So like a 5-tick, 10-tick end game scenario, this thing could be like really useful for camping storm as well. Guns auto shooting, come on. Don't do that. It's like all AI in this lobby. It's late at night, so there's pretty much no one on. And like you can just sit here, right? And you just turn mist form if you get shot. The second you get shot, you right click, you know, alternate fire, turn mist form. And what are they gonna do? Hey, what you doing down there? Do you like birds? Birdmaster. All right, so that is it. What is that? 25 kills, a lot of AI, but hey, I think the point's proven. There's some real players in there, some decent players that just stood no chance. You just jump on their head and you hold down the trigger while being hard to hit, jumping around, sliding around, doing whatever you need to do. Try to avoid their shots, and you're really not gonna miss anything, and you're gonna pretty much kill them in 2 seconds flat every time within 15 meters. Pretty busted. And then you just go invincible for 5 seconds straight or 7 seconds straight, whatever it is, and fly away if you get in trouble, and then 7 seconds later you get to do it again. So these things are absolutely busted. They might need a nerf. You know, they are pretty easy to counter if you know to stay outside their range, and if you know what you're dealing with, you know that you're gonna get smacked hard with these things if somebody gets on your head. So carry base boost gauntlets or shockwaves, or you know, some sort of mobility to get out immediately if you see somebody pushing you with these, because the gold version is deadly. So if you found this video helpful, please leave a like on it. If I've taken your game to the next level, please consider using code Toby1Shinobi in your Fortnite item shop. I know it's incredibly easy to forget about it, but please, next time you're in the item shop, if you got that box in the bottom left empty, just put any creator's name in it. It really, really helps us out. And if you're new here and you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, hi, I'm Toby1Shinobi. My main goal is to take players' zero build gameplay to a whole nother level, turn them into a certified sweat lord, and the best next step for you is to hit that subscribe button and then go check out my must-watch playlist for Fortnite Zero Build, and I promise you will not regret it. All right, y'all, thanks so much for watching the video. Have yourself a wonderful day. Shinobi out.